What's up, shipheads? How's it going? Thanks for hopping over from Canadian Starships stream, Andrew. Thanks for redirecting everybody over here. We've got the lovely Mary waving in first place. Dash says last. You're not last, Howard. You're practically first. You're right there. Alec, darn it, not first. LOL, second. You'll get there. There's Cam. Hey, Jody. Hey, Cam. How you guys doing? How's everybody doing tonight? Welcome to Keeping Up with the Cardassians. We got the pieces here. I was working on the group stream last night. Messing around with these tips here. There's Andrew. Looks like the redirect worked, Andrew. We've got a few people here. We got Howard. We got Alec. We got Cameron. I hope you have a good night tonight, Andrew. Have a good day tomorrow. Gonna have an early day. So what I'm trying to do is fit these. Right, so I've got one cut off. Here's one here. So they're basically little SMDs, but they're encased in this little sort of bulb of plastic here. Howard's playing the Bruce Wayne from 1966. In this episode, Bruce Wayne will be played by Howard DeForest. Okay. So what I've got to do is I've got one here, so I cut it off. Let me see if I can show you this. Oh, it looks like I cut it off too much. So I'm just going to take the next one. There's Darth Trent. Hey, Trent. Thanks for stopping by. How are you? Good to see you here. Mary saying good evening to all. And to all a good evening. I'm having trouble clicking on stuff here. It's not responding. Wait, Howard, you're playing with him? Are you the Joker? No, he's playing Bruce Wayne. I'm the Joker. No. I'm Mary. All right, so let's get with the program here. Actually, here it is right here. So I've got one, and I've cut the end of it off so I can fit it up against the... So I've got that one kind of right up against my clear plastic there. So I want some of the light coming in off the tip of it. So what I'm going to do... So I'm going to get the coating off of this. It has like a ceramic coating or something on it to keep it from shorting out and making contact with itself. Put that on. Get that off. Get my power here. 2.6. Start at 2.6. And the wrong way. Every time. There we go. Got them on. There's Ricardo saying, hey guys, hello again. Hello again, Shark. Hola. Oh, Alex first again. All right. Congratulations. I don't know what's going on with my browser here. I'm clicking away and it's not responding right away. Hello, Alec, and let's see how much that lasts. Okay, so I've got this flattened off at the end, and it fits up against there, but it's real thick, so I have to take some of the surface down. I'm just going to mute. You're not going to hear me for a second because I'm going to be using my Dremel here. My microphone's not my camera anymore, so it probably won't be as loud as it used to be. I've got a new microphone. You guys let me know how my audio sounds in the chat. Leave me a comment in the chat and let me know if you think my audio needs to go up or down, or if it sounds okay, or if it's coming in tinny or whatever. I'm trying a new microphone. It's the Guitar Hero microphone, and it seems to work pretty good. Howard says, it means I'm building the 66 Batmobile. Stop thinking literally. Think outside your darn box, Ian Frank Jr., confused robot, zombie, alien, poltergeist. There you go. We'll have to turn that nickname into an acronym. If Jakurbazape something. Can hear you fine. All right, that sounds good. Thank you very much. Okay, so now that I've established that you can hear me fine, you're not going to be able to hear me for a minute. Okay, so I've flattened it out quite a bit. Well, let's just see if it fits in here now. I might have to dig out the inside a little bit. I don't know. I got this one down pretty thin. Fits in there fairly well. Let's see. Just get it to lay flat in there. As long as it's flush with the bottom here. So I got to take just a little bit more. Okay. I'm going to twist this because it makes it a little bit more rigid. Easier to hold on to. Why did I go muty? Who's doing that? Who muted me? Something wrong. There's a poltergeist in my browser, I think. Alex says, all jokes aside, that's really looking cool. So cool. Joey, thank you. It's getting there. I'm hoping it's going to look cool at the end. That's W. You're still on mute. That's what she said. What's what she said, baby? Oh my God. What the? Jesus.
Dash.
Twisted to make it more rigid to hang on.
Oh my God, Howard? Wow, man. Thank you so much. Howard just, look at that. You gotta be kidding me.
Where's your cowbell?
Wow, man. Thank you. Oh, yeah. Where's my cowbell? Hold on. Then we got to do this for Howard. This is just for Howard. More cowbell. Thank you so much, Howard. I appreciate that a lot, man. Steve Martin's here. How's it going, Steve? I'm having a problem with my chat window here. I'm scrolling and clicking, but it's weird and doesn't respond right away. It's like something's slow. Something's going on with my computer. There's Stephen Martin. Thanks for joining us, Stephen. How you doing tonight, buddy? Good to see you here. Who's on first? I don't know who's on first. I can't see them on the StreamYard, so that's up to you guys. Should be this guy right here. Should be this guy on first, Howard. Mr. Dash Riptide. All right, let's get back. You threw me right off here. My goodness. Thank you so much, Howard. I appreciate that. Not a sponsor. I have to get some cups that say DeForest Farming and Hobbies on the side. Okay. Let's see if I got this. I honed it down quite a bit more. Steve, since you just joined me, what I'm doing is I got the little prongy things from the back tail end of the Cardassian Galor class ship. All right, that's supposed to go together like this and then attach to the tail of the ship. But I'm rearranging stuff, rearranging the ship, and I wanted to have two of these features, so I went ahead and made these plates for the bottom of each one. And they're both different. They need to be painted and they need to be primed and painted. But that's this got some, I don't know if you can tell what those pipes are, but that's from the NX-01 Enterprise. What the hell? Notifications coming in through the woo-ha. These are from the Enterprise NX-01 nacelle things. That's the impulse section from the Reliant. Those are the little fins from the Excelsior nacelles. And, that's a little detail piece from the underside of the Excelsior kit. And some other random bits and baubles and doodads on there. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to embed these lights into the tips of this so that this gets that nice subtle little amber glow right there, right? So I got some pieces of clear sprue that I cut and shaped and stuck in there. And I got some translucent yellow paint on the inside of it. So what I got to do is get this stuck in there, and then I'm going to put the two of them together. All right, so first of all, I have this on because it's easier for me to see where the light's going and if it's going to be pointing in the right direction. I want to make sure that it's pointing up into that piece of plastic there. Looks like my glue got bobbled up, or bungled up, whatever. What is it? Coagulated. My glue is coagulating as we speak. Better start gluing it. I would glue anything for love, but I won't glue that. Okay, so I'm just gonna pressy that down in there a little bitty. And get a little bit of this. Where's my little scoopy thing? Oh, it's right here in my hand. Alright, I'm gonna have to find something else to scoopy with. Just a little pinchy. Pinchy. Boom. Just like that. And then we can see. Look how pretty. Look how pretty that is. Isn't that pretty? Isn't that pretty, guys? Alright, so I'm going to wire the two together now. I'm going to figure out which one's which. So I'm going to mark my red. Where's my red marker? Red marker. Where is it? That's not the one I'm looking for, but it'll do in a pinch for now. Okay, so that's red. So the only way for me to determine which one of these is which, I have to take the insulation off, and I have to put the power on it and see which one's positive and which one's negative. It's the only way. There's no visual way on the LED that you can tell what's what. Okay. All right. It's always a 50-50 shot, and 60% of the time, fail. All right, flip it around. There we go. We're lit. Okay, so that one's red. Red wire. Stay close to me. Okay, I gotta watch where I put these clips because my makeshift power supply that I made from my tattoo kit power supply sometimes goes a little weird. Okay, so I've got a third light, which I want to put. As you can see, I didn't light block that one little part right there. And I put a little bit of yellow paint. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to get this one right across like that. I'm just going to try to lay it in there. Come on. Get down there. Get down there. There we go. Stay. use some of my Insta set right here. my kicker.
The white powder makes it hard.
All right. A little bit of baking soda on the super glue makes the glue more super. Anybody see anything? Let's see what's going on here. Who's on first? Going great. All right. Steve says he's going great. Good evening, Steven. Looking good, bud. Yeah, I agree. Steven is a pretty good looking dude. Alec? So quiet in chat right now. Wow. Yeah, quiet here too. It's a pretty quiet night. I enjoyed Andrew's stream. Andrew always puts on a good stream. And then I actually got the chance to come in, give him a hand with the chat, which was kind of cool to talk to him and join in a little bit, help him out. All right, now have I lost my red paint because I couldn't find my good Sharpie marker and I had to use this crappy one that just wipes away? I believe I'll have. Okay, so what I need to do is get a little piece of this right here and another piece of this right here. Alex says that was cool. Okay. Not sure what was cool, but something was cool. Okay, so these need to go together, and then I need a wire coming off to feed power to this. So let's get this out again. Okay, so that one's red. And that'll be very fortunate if it's already beside the one it needs to be. Yes, it is. Excellent. Okay, so those two are the red ones. Those two are the red ones, and I'm going to pretend they're Smarties, and I'm going to eat them last. Oh, most of you guys probably won't get that one. Never mind. So we used to have these commercials for Smarties candy, and their little jingle was, when you eat your Smarties, do you eat the red ones last? But if you're in the US and you're watching this, you're thinking Smarties are a different thing than I'm thinking, because what you guys call Smarties, we call Rockets. Those little colored candies that are pressed like little tablets. Those are called Rockets here, and Smarties are something totally different. They're similar to an M&M. They're like a chocolate candy with a colored candy coating on it. But they existed long before the Rockets candy came to be. So when they came to Canada, they had to call them something else because Smarties was already a thing. Come closer and sing the jingle, honey.
When you eat your Smarties, do you eat the red ones last? Do you suck them very slowly or crunch them very fast? The candy coated chocolate, and they'll tell me when I ask. When you eat your Smarties, do you eat the red ones last?
There you go. I don't know if you guys heard that, but Mary just sang the whole Smarties jingle to me. There, now we'll say that. That was cool. Yes, it was. And okay, so he was talking about producing for Andrew, but now he's talking about Mary singing the Smarties song. Alan Kelly says Smarties are better than M&Ms. So, Alan, are you in Canada and you're referring to the chocolate candy Smarties? Or the Rockets? Yeah! Smarty time! Yeah, now I gotta turn on the soldering iron so I can solder. I have to solder some extra wire onto that. First, I need to find some extra wire. I guess I'll use this reclaimed wire from a old set of old Christmas lights. So a little piece of that. Just do a little strip show for you here. Na, 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 na. Alan is in Canada. All right. I hope I don't get demonetized because of my strip show. Alan's like, oh my God, I'm so embarrassed to be a Canadian right now. Alan was on Andrew's stream. Loyal viewer. He's always there. Thanks for coming over with the redirect and sticking with it, Alan. I appreciate it. Oh, Alex telling on me, Mary. Alex ratting me out. Jody's at the club again. I was performing. It's okay if I go to the strip club if I'm working there.
That's right.
Okay, so I need a piece here and a piece here. Let's get some of this flux. Whoa, that's too much flux. Somebody press the "That's What She Said" button in the sound effects for me, please. I don't use them enough to. I'm glad to be here. Well, I'm glad you're here, buddy. I don't really hit the buttons enough to get familiarized with the layout, although Todd said he put them in alphabetical order, which would be awesome if I could read, Todd. Thank you. How about pictures? How about pictures? GIFs? GIFs for the buttons? Or GIFs? Give me some GIFs, Todd. Just kidding. I can read just fine. Oh, you know what? I can't solder without my soldering hero right here, courtesy of Howard there. Thank you, Howard. Omnifixo. I'll omnifix you, you little punks. All right, so let me clean off my tip here. Let me just clean off the tip here, Mary. How's that? Perfect. Where's my solder? Here's a piece. Found some on the desk. So I do that. And oh, that's weird. I just do that. And do this. Like that. It's sticking out a little bit. Oh, that one won't work. Too flimsy. There we go. Bloop. Okay, chat. Remind me to turn my soldering iron off when I'm done, okay? But sometimes I forget and I've left it on.
Tired.
I know. I'm fired. Got up the next day and it was still on. There's nothing close to it that'll catch on fire. It's in the little thing, but still. Bad practice. Bad. Bad Jody. All right. That's way too much flux. And she would never say it, but it is. I'm going to get a piece of there. Because you only need a minute amount. Just the minutest of tads. The tiniest of increments. No, increments is not the right word. Okay, so we'll do this again. And we'll do this again. Look at that. Doing it. I'm doing it! I did it! So now I just need some wires coming out of there. Enough to make it out of the tail end. That's gonna do it. I'm gonna cut this in half. Okay, let's move this. Got this. That. I've done that in the garage before. I hope you're not talking about what I think you're talking about, because I've done that in some pretty weird places too, but I don't tell anyone about it. I've done it on the bus once. In the basement. At work. Especially when I'm working at the club. Okay, I need a groove. I need to make this groovy so that my wire can escape. Oh, I just hit the monitor with my thing there. I better be careful. So these little drill bits here, these things right here, I never break these by using them. I break them by carelessly waving this thing around and hitting something with the tip of the drill bit and snapping it off. I broke 3 of them like that, and I've broken 2 of them by trying to use it. It's got to be more careful. Sometimes when I wave stuff around, it gets a little wild. So I'm looking for the you know what? I don't need to get fancy. I can just do this with a file. If I can find a file. There's one. All right. Right in the center. Oh, you know what? I can file for 10 minutes, or I can do this. It's always a tool. Whoa, you. It's a bit crazy there. Okay. Wait just 1 second. Almost made a mistake. I'm not doing that. Okay, I gotta determine the bottom here. I guess it doesn't really matter. This one has less detail on it, so this will get the side that has more detail. The side has more detail, it'll get the less detailed side. But what I want to do is decide. Okay, so one of these is going right atop the end here. Or should I put it on the underside? Let's get this in. Okay, so this can go right there, but then that kind of blocks off. I have a light in there, and that lights up kind of yellow. Got a question from Howard. Do you wave stuff around a lot and make a Jackson Pollock painting? If we use a UV light, we'll get a surprise? Yeah, I painted one of those happy faces on your wall when I was there. One of those have a nice day smiley faces. No. So what are we thinking here, you guys? If I put it up here, it's going to sort of block my little venti light there. So if I put it down here, I think that's going to look kind of cool because we got the end. I'll have to adjust this simply because it's larger now. This opening here is bigger than it was because I cut that away. So I'm going to have to build a little frame around that to encase this again. That shouldn't be too much trouble. I'm not going to have any lights on this particular piece, so I can kind of do that after it's all been put together. I can glue these sides together and then build that in afterwards. But I probably won't want this in the way while I'm doing that. Will I? I will not. So what I need to think about is getting the pieces together. Let's see, where is the ends? Did I not leave the wires open? Alec bolts option 2 down below. I agree. I think it would look better down there. Where's the end of my wires? Did I put this all together and then join my wires as a big loop? That would be stupid. I'm not that stupid. Am I? I heard of losing marbles but losing wires. Yeah, well, I think I'm doing both at the same time. I don't see the ends here. On this one, I see one. What is that? How is... What it... Where's the other one? Oh, okay. There we go. Okay, so we got this one. I thought I had this wired together, and then I had to cut it apart. This is what happens when you try and do more than one model at a time. I get so discombobulated. So I got this part cleared of the coating, the insulation. Maybe I'll have to. Oh, there we go. Okay, I think my plan was just to cut this and splice it in. I guess, yeah. Hey, see my light there? I don't want to lose that, and I don't want to hide it. Got all that. So I guess I'll have to think about putting my clear pieces in. Did that have to go in before the top was on? I hope not. Okay. All right, so this means okay, so here's my little shuttle bay. I can't put this together yet either because I'm waiting for some little shuttles. My friend Donnie over at Donnie Daughtry over at Don's modeling desk there is sending me some little Cardassian shuttles to go into there. So that's gonna go up. This is gonna be like right here on like a little pylon. Kind of doesn't even have to be. Can almost just put it just like that. And I have to decide on the stand also. So we've got all these spots where I need to add these little clear pyramids. And I need to add some yellow paint to these ones, as I have here. Because those are meant to be lit up in yellow. Looks like I forgot to do it there. Missed those ones. Alright, so I had a... Alright. There's part of the reason why sometimes what I'm doing isn't really great for live streaming because there's a lot of just thinking about it and trying to figure out what to do. Alex says, I was going to suggest you put a piece of tape on the wire you're actively working on, but that seems like a needless and unnecessary extra 2 steps. Yeah, no, I have them, I colored it with a marker so I know which one's the red one here. This one too. It's just that I had forgotten what I did. Once I realized that the coating is removed here, I remembered that, okay, I did wire it in just one continuous loop because I'm just going to splice right into that one, connecting the top to the bottom. And then we'll go from the bottom to the little shuttle bay pod. Yeah, but I also need to run them out to the end there. So with this one, Okay, so it's going to be on the bottom, and it's going to be like that. All right, so we'll get rid of this pin. Make a hole. I said I'll make a hole. Where's my drill? All right. Use this. Too small. Yeah, that's too small to fit in there. That's what she said. She always says that. Stop it. Stop saying that. It's mean. Ah. Oh, no, it's too big. It's not what she said? She didn't say that one? That's what she said. Alex says, remind me, is this the one that you were originally going to build? Yeah, I actually did make this one. The one that goes right there. I made it by hand with a piece of plastic before I realized that the clear sprue had all of them on there. I'm sinking. What are you thinking about? I'm thinking about my next steps to make this model. I'm thinking about how I'm going to connect this piece to that piece. And I'm thinking about drilling a hole right through this. There is no think. There is only do. That was irritating. We'll loop them through. Loopity-doo. Okay, I was going to glue that on, but I'm not going to glue it on yet because I still haven't tested my lights. I got to do a light test. Oh, another little strip show here. LOL, do starships even sink? Yeah, they could sink into a dense nebula. They can lose power and sink into a black hole. They could sink into the gravitational field of a star or an asteroid or a planet. You could sync up with the rest of the ships and do that big dance number. I got a question for you, Alec. About sinking. If you shoveled sheep shit into the sink of a ship's kitchen and sunk the ship, would the sheep shit sink with the ship's kitchen sink, or would the ship's kitchen sink simply be soiled with sheep shit? Say that one time fast. Oh boy, I need a drink after that. All right, let's get the power on this and see if it's powering up. Do I have the power? By the power of Numbskull, I have the power. Okay, let's turn this off. Turn off this light right here. Let's turn that off. Look at that. By the power of Numbskull. Let's put this piece on. Now once this is painted and the light blocked, and that looks not too bad. These pieces didn't really light up too much, but that one looks pretty good. A lot better with the nude eyeball than it does with the electronic eyeball. Look at it under the old electronic eyeball right there. Hey, I think I've seen this comment somewhere before. This comment looks very familiar. Does anyone else know where we may have seen this comment before? Howard saying, turn off the radio? How come? It explodes, does not compute. Oh. Aha! We've solved it. He's an android. That should compute, right? Howard, what do you mean by turn off the radio? Do I have a radio on? I don't have a radio on. Or are you just talking about me turning myself off as a radio? I don't know what you're talking about, buddy. Let me see if I can zip this up just a little bit. We're at 2.6. Let's go 2.7. 2.8. There we go. Slight bright. Look at that, man. That's pretty cool. Okay, so I'm going to glue this all. Oh, the song lyric. Turn off the radio. I thought it was turn up the radio. Turn off the radio. I hate that song. Don't want to hear it no more. Lights. No lights. All right. I'm going to get my tube full of goo. And I'm going to spooge my goo all over this. First, I'm going to glue this wire down. I'm not really concerned with this being dark on the inside. We've got the lights where we need them. We don't need it reflecting throughout the entire thing. We just want them where we want them. We want them where we want them, and we got them where we got them. Look at that. We got them right where we want them, boys. All right, now I'm going to see if I can get a... Hey! How's there even glue right there? What? What, Will Wheaton? Guess I got more homework then. Also, I did look up that Frank and Bean scene. I called myself a twig and berries. Didn't I? I called myself a twig and berries. No, you didn't call yourself a twig and berries. You called yourself Frank and Beans. I always change the lyrics. Yeah, I love doing that, Howard. I change the lyrics to like every song. If you're around me for prolonged periods of time and music is playing, you'd probably get annoyed because I ruin. Some would say I ruin the songs, but I would say I make them better sometimes, right? Padded bra. Dun, 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 dun. Padded bra. Praise off. Dun, 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 dun. I require total silence while I apply the crazy glue.
No, you're fucking alien.
I must protest. Come on. Oh, it's firmly attached to my finger at the end there. This is going to be great. This will be fun to watch. Get your Schadenfreude hats on, boys. This is going to be fantastic. Put this on right here, just like that. Try to... damn it. Uh-oh. Mary, call 911. And then when I say so, dial 1 again. Oh, never mind. Abort, abort. Disregard that call. There. Alright, just hold it with the meat clamps for a second. Oh, the meat clamps didn't work. That didn't... I took too long. Oh, also, I didn't... it should fit. It should fit. Alright, I'm going to try putting the glue on this piece. I think I missed some locations with the glue. I couldn't see it on that other piece. So I was just kind of guessing whether I applied it or not. Yeah, there doesn't seem to be any there. I think I only put glue where my fingers were on the last attempt. Just down there. That. Line it up. Hold it down. Keep it on lock. Hold it down. Yeah, keep it on lock. I'm a human. I'm not an android, bud. I'm a human being. Yeah, got a slight gap right there. I got a bit of a gap right there. And just, I think I can get this to squeeze shut, close up. I'm not Ash or Data. Ash? Who's Ash? I don't know, Ash? I mean, the guy from the, well, nor am I related to them. Who's Ash? The freaking Bruce Campbell guy? That guy? That Ash? From Alien. Oh, from the original movie. Okay, he's one of the main crew, right? Last time I saw Alien, you weren't even born yet, bud. I haven't seen that movie since the 80s. And I barely remember it because I was just a wee punk back then. Just a wee one. Okay, I'm going to let that sit. Needs to needs to get a better grip there. I'm going to need a little bit of putty here and there. So just going to let it run into the crack. That's not what she said. All right. Thought she might have said that. I didn't hear you. Okay, so instead of using Vallejo Crapola putty, I'm just doing this like a crazy person. Let that fill the gap. All right. Okay, that's better. All right, so that one is basically mostly, partially, and exponentially done. Let's get the power on there one more time. Let that go. Shabam. If it goes into the crack, does it come out a crack baby? Oh. Lol, Alex says. Laugh out loud. Crack baby. It's a prom night dumpster baby. Okay, looky loo. So yeah, with those painted and light blocked over and just those glowing yellow tips right there, I'll trim these tips so it's not so pronounced. Just gonna round that down. We're looking pretty good. That little piece looks pretty good. Let me see. Maybe you can see this, but if I go down, just barely have that, then maybe we'll be able to see the features. There we go. There. See, this is more how it looks to the naked eye. I've turned my voltage down to like 1.5 volts. There. And that's still even, oh, look at that. It's like a kind of a cool green. That's groovy, man. Groovy, man. Groovy. All right, let's go to the next piece. Howard says, you know, Bruce Campbell is from Michigan. He is? Cool. Bruce Campbell from the, what is it? The Dawn of the Dead, or Dead Zone guys. What is it? It's not The Walking Dead. It's the Day of the Dead. The Dawn of the Dead, and the Day of the Dawn of the Dead. Dead Dawn Day? The Crack of Dead Dawn. Ash versus the Dead.
Right in the ash hole.
Oh, yeah. Do you know how many dead people there are in your local graveyard? All of them. All right, so I've done that. I'm going to replicate those moves. See if I can do that again. More efficiently this time. Okay, that one's already broken because I cut it too close to the quick. so it bled out. Just to clip that. Okay, clip that. Now I gotta. Is it bad when you mod the mod? No, it's even better. It's even more moddier. Modern times, right? Wait, you can mod the mod? Yeah, you can mod the mod. I didn't know you could mod the mod. Yeah, man, I modded the mod. You didn't mod the mod. I modded the mod, man. Man, look at this guy modding the mod. That's not the right one. And then this one. There we go. Oh, yeah. Hope that's not hurting anybody's ears. If it is, let me know. Oh, I want to have this on so that I know if I break it. Otherwise, I'll stand too close and I won't know until I've hit that. That's a lot quieter. Quick, alien boy, what MCU movie was he in? No Googling. Should have got some trivia going for tonight. I'll have to talk to Donnie and see if he wants me to be his assistant again on Monday. And if so, I'll prepare some more Orville trivia. I don't know about you guys, if anybody was watching. I know some of you guys, Howard was there, Alec was there watching Donnie's stream. Cameron was there. I had a lot of fun doing the Orville trivia on Donnie's stream the other night. Cam says the light looks good. Howard says I'm sure he would. Referring to Donnie there. Garfield's Spider-Man trilogy. Andrew Garfield's Spider-Man trilogy. Didn't he only get to make 2 of them? He didn't get to do 2 trilogies. I think Andrew Garfield was a good Spider-Man, but he wasn't a good Peter Parker. If that makes sense. I know they're supposed to be the same person, but you know what I mean? Like the 2 personas are sort of different, and you need to be able to play double characters when you're playing a character that has a secret identity. I just think Andrew Garfield's too serious. You got to be kind of a clown when you're Spider-Man. Not a clown, but, you know, he's lighthearted and he's always making smart-ass quips and stuff. Howard says, Bruce Campbell played a role in Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness. I saw that one. I think we saw that one, eh, Mary? Mm-hmm. I actually saw one. I watched one. Evil Dead. That's what it is. The Evil Dead. Evil Dead. Evil Dead. Well, that's nice. That's good and smooth. Excellent. Okay, so normally what I would do is loop my light up around this way and just put it in, but I can't do that because I need to cut the end flat like that. He played the hot dog guy that kept punching himself until the end of the movie, and then he goes, "It's over! It's over!" So that means I gotta cut this one. Like right in the middle. Right in the middle. That's what she said. Cut it down the middle. Untwist. And alright. Put the fire to it. Or light that fire up under there. Give it a little secret sand job. Nobody look while I do this sand job. Don't look at this. Okay, bring that around. Roundabout. Roundabout. Alright, now I gotta do the same thing for this light. That's extra, don't need that. Right, give it a twist so I can hang on to it better. Just like earlier, if you twist it, it gets a little bit more rigid. There you go. Because that's what she said. Mary, I should get you over here on the soundboard so you can just press the "that's what she said" button every time. I need someone to press the buttons for me. I cannot press the buttons by myself. I can't find the buttons. That's what she said. Okay, so I want to take the end of this off a lot. So I'm just going to hit it with the stone here. Zip right through that wire. And flatten the face of it. Alright, now as you can see. Right. I didn't see that one. Only the original Doctor Strange, and there was 3. First was when he got his powers. Second was with Dr. Octopus. Third was Sandman and Venom. It was? I thought Andrew Garfield only got the 2 Spider-Man movies. You mean Spider-Man? Okay, but this is Sandman the Third. He fights Venom. Sandman returns in the Green Goblin. Yeah, so this one is not the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man. This is the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man. The first set of Spider-Man movies where he fights Venom at the end and Sandman. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Come on, man. Because I'm pretty positive that they only gave Andrew Garfield the 2 movies. Get down there. Still feels a little thick. Oh yeah, it is a little thick. That's what she said, indeed. But this is a little thick right here, so I can probably... Here. I think I can get that a little bit thinner. It's weird. The top part has big globules on it.
It's encrusted with globules. Globules of plastics.
I'm gonna sand it right off. I know it. Round 2. Light. Oh, I should have cleaned out the hole before I tried sticking it in there. Now it's having a hard time getting all the way down. There, that's a lot flatter. I can get away with maybe just thinning this out a little bit before I stick it on. How's that sound? Sound good? All right, let's do that. You know what? That's going to take a week. Oh, very risky behavior. Don't want to go right through it.
Risky behavior is my middle name. It used to be Aloysius Devon Dander, but that was too confusing.
Time for me to begin shutting down my register for the night. You've been at work this whole time? You're participating in the chat more than people that aren't at work. Look at, you made my shrink tubes explode! Ah! Look at, they're everywhere! Shrink tubes everywhere! Okay. There. Come on. What's going on here? It's like double twisting on me in both directions. How does that even happen? Get me frustrated. You wouldn't like me when I'm angry. Yeah, no kidding, eh? All right. Okay, so that one's red. That one's red. All right, perfect. Red on red. So I just cross them over, grab it with my tweezies here, and give it a twisteroo. Same with this one. The old twisteroo. Okay, so now I need another one for here. So just clip the next one off. So I'm going to do the same thing. It's going to be real thick. Just thin it out. That was fun trivia, Cam says. Yeah, it was. And I wrote those questions, Cam. Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Ouch, ouch, oh, shit. Which I won. Yeah, Alec won. Alec won the trivia while Googling at work from behind his station. Okay, so to put this one on, I have to figure out what the polarity is. So the only way for me to do that is hook up the power. So I need both ends of this exposed. Like a zo. Red. Hey. Okay. I'm just going to try to keep that from interfering with the other one. It's not going to happen. All right, so now, which ones are here? Should have marked it, but I didn't. Flip that over. Okay. Get the Omni Fixie Wixie. Let's see, this is like that. Like a so. Like a so. Alright, so I'm twisting these. Now I'm going to do like I did on the other piece. A little bit of this. Like that. And I need to get me some more wire. Where did I put the wire? Okay, so I might need all that, so I'm going to get another little bit right here. Alright, no erotic strip show this time. Just quick and easy. Rip that Band-Aid off. Put some hot metal on there. Hot metal, check it and see. Got a fever of 579. It is easier for me to do it in this direction. Like so. Tilt it this way. And point it this way. Right, there seems to be still a bit of solder on there. I did it. I did it. Okay, so I'll just give this a clippy. Clippy. Twist. Twist. Pinch and twist. Hey. Hey. Howard says, I could. Jody missed the first question I got right. But I did catch it before I awarded anybody the points, and you got the points, Howard. I did catch it before I determined who got it. I noticed it. I noticed it. And you didn't quit playing. You're still answering questions, man. But yeah, you could have won. I actually had to do do some manual labor, so I couldn't be on my phone. Yeah, you weren't answering that many questions, but you came back once in a while. I answered a couple. Howard says, "Actually, I didn't use the Google, guys." You only answered one? I thought you had more input than that. Thought you were throwing some more answers out than just one, Howard. And it was was it the first question? It was the Jon Favreau one, anyways. I was asking who directed the first episode of the Orville, and Howard answered it pretty much right away, which is probably one of the reasons I didn't see the comment, because all the other comments started pushing it up off the screen, so I didn't catch it right away. But yeah, Jon Favreau, the old Five himself, old Johnny Five. Johnny Five is alive. Wonder if anybody calls him that. Johnny Five. If I ever meet that guy, I'll be like, "Hey, Johnny Five, it's alive." See if he likes that. Think he'll like that? You guys think Jon Favreau would like that? Johnny Five, yo. Oh, he seems like a pretty cool guy. He usually plays a happy character. I know. Yes, and you missed it after you told everybody. And I said, well, I gotta go in with, so I didn't answer it. I'm sorry, Howard. I really was confused on Donnie's stream the other day, trying to figure it out. Just as I am confused with this right now. For I am silly. And I think I put that on the wrong piece. But I don't think it matters. It'll still light up. If I could put it on the right damn thing the first freaking time. Gosh darn it. There. Boom. Okay, so that lights up. That can still come out. We'll just get rid of this. Don't need that. Because, yeah, it don't matter. So I gotta flip that over. It looks like I intended to get a little Raytheon right here too, but I didn't put a light right there. Didn't realize what I was doing. There we go. Like that. Alright, get a bit of goo there. A little goo holder. down there. Shrink wrap really loves super glue. It sticks like the Dixies. Sticky like the Dixies. Okay, let's get rid of that. Okay, I'll do the same thing. I'm going to make my hole right there. Let's try this. Yeah. Come on. Oh, I need a bigger hole. That hole is too small. That's why. Alright, looks like I'm just going to open up the whole back. Looks like I'm just going to open up the whole back end. Nobody said it. Like that. So I learned my lesson the first time. I'll put the glue on this. At least here I got a little something to hang on to, so that I don't have to get the glue all over my fingies. Oh, of course. Perfect timing. And I don't have another glue thing ready. Uno momento, por favor. Yeah. Panic! Oh, cool. Howard's got his bat circuits installed and working, so my modulator is working. Hopefully you show us a picture on Discord of that, Howard. It's gonna look cool. I haven't really seen anyone doing the 66 Batmobile. Or no, wait, that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. Like Buck's doing that one, isn't he? Doesn't Buck have that one? Don't look behind you, but she's got a stalker. Mhm. Howard must have saw Mary go by in the back. Stalking me. She's my own personal stalker. Whoa. Jeez, too many cords and wires and stuff here, man. Ugh. Ugh. Whoa. I was under pressure. Buck and Ian are doing it. Oh, yeah, that's right. Buck and Ian are doing it. Cool. Haven't seen anything in a while, though. I got to catch up on a lot of stuff, especially that my friends have posted. Yeah. I don't really mention that much anyways. I don't have a reason to. I have no association with it. All right. All right. So we got the same thing happening here. Just a slight little discrepancy. I didn't quite get down with the thickness right there as much as I could have. That's okay, because if we do this and then fill it, we can file it nice and smooth. Almost blew my freaking things out of my mouth, man. Gotta be careful. Gotta be careful with that stuff, Chris. Oh, yeah. Look at that. Let's get some fire on it. And by fire, I mean these wires, and light it up. Let's light it up. Oh, I did it! First try. Hey, look at me go! Oh, it fell off. First try. Look at me stop. All right. Lights out. Try to make sure they don't touch each other. That's what she said. That's going to be cool. So if I can paint around that and light block it off enough, and then I'll have my little pyramid clear piece there. I'm just going to see if I can turn this down a bit. 2.5, 2.4. Yeah, it's barely on. 2.6 and not a point more. That's cool. There's the other side. Neat. It almost looks like a tiny little ship itself. That could be a tiny scale ship on its own, man. Look at that ship right there. Check that ship out. Okay, looks like I need a little goo in the corner here. So we can see it's a little springy. A little gappy. Gappity dappity doo. So just squirt a bit in there. Give it a squeeze like that. Squeeze the gap closed nice and tightly. Howard says looks good, Jody. Thank you very much, Howard. I appreciate that. So cool, Alex says. Yeah, it's getting there. Wish I would have thought I could have put a light here, like a fiber optic or something like that. That would have been cool. A little too late. It's got a little bit of glow coming up through the got even a little glow coming up through there. That looks kind of cool. Cool, man. Cool, man. Leaving the comment on the screen. Okay, so if I find my other one, the other way, like so. Let's just temporarily stick these guys together. I'll put this on here, like so. Same thing, we'll temporarily stick these two together, like so. Put that on there. And, oh, hey, dude, why is that one so green? That's weird. It's not showing up that much on the camera, but this one here is like green. They're not the same color. I used the same paint. This one's really orange. That one's yellow. Although they look the same there. Oh, weird, man. That kind of looks cool. Let me do it in a whiny voice, but it's not canon. Like your haters say. Yeah, but it's not canon. You know what? Surprisingly, I don't get a lot of that. I would expect more comments like that on my videos because of how much mods I do to these ships and how different I do them. But I think the people that do watch are the ones that appreciate it, and the ones that don't check it out once or twice, and that's it. Yeah, I expected more stuff like that. It's a navigation light. Leave it alone because it's a different color. I guess. There we go. Turn this one down. There we go. Those two pieces are basically done. They're not painted, but they're done. Basically, they're done. And then what's gonna happen is place that for now. And just sort of place it on there. Just sort of place it on there. Let me just sort of place it on there like that. There we go, like that. Okay, so I'm going to have one like this. And the other one is, I think, I'll probably put on here. Probably put the other one on my little shuttle bay. Something like that. So I'll show my shuttle bay off in case anybody didn't see it last night on the group live stream. All right. So that's lit up. So there's the inside. I made the little back room of the shuttle bay here. Some details in there. I just cut little detailed pieces off of model kit parts I had kicking around. There's the inside of the front part. There's my ceiling. It's gonna pop on like that. Oh yeah, and I cut some little holes out of the floor here because I'm gonna have a shuttle sitting there, and hopefully it's gonna be kind of bottom lit. And I made these front lighted sort of windows here. So then if we look inside, there we go. So that's my little place there. So the idea is that this is a storage area for more shuttles. Maybe I can utilize those resistors that Donnie sent me. Maybe if I put a resistor on this, it won't be so bright. It doesn't look that bright by eye, but when you're looking at it like this, this camera is really good and it brightens everything up. As Howard says, wouldn't it be interesting if that actually hinged open like that for the shuttles to take off like bees? That would be cool. I actually thought about it, Howard. I thought about putting a door on here that could flip open and, you know what I mean, like roll inside like a garage door, but I didn't know how to implement that plan on such a tiny scale. So yeah, try a 100 ohm. So a 100 ohm resistor on this. I turned it down. It's dimmer because I turned it down to 2.5 volts. So it's only a 3 volt light. And I got it down to 2.5 just so it's not washing out so much. So there we go, guys. We've got my little shuttle bay here. I'm waiting for the shuttles. I got my little tail forks. Forking right, man. Forking A, buddy. Forking A. Whoa! Put your sunglasses on. Alright, so we got that one. We got that one. Alright, I got those. And I got my main part. So I gotta figure out my pylon situation for this to mount to the ship. So I was thinking about using this and then building it in, making that the thing. So I think I'll do that. I have another piece here that I could also use. That one might actually even be a better fit for this. We'll see. I'll screw around with this, see what I can do, try and get everything to fit. I'll mess around with that this week. Well, I'll probably be on tomorrow's group stream, so I'll be messing around with it then. Let me just catch up. Alex says, looks great, bud. Thank you, Alec. Dash says, yeah, go from there just to tie one in and see what it looks like and go up or down based on the brightness. Okay. Also remember, all those lights might dim it even more. Yeah, once I put that on, once I have a battery, because it's just going to get a little battery box right at the end. I got one around here somewhere. It's, one of those little plastic battery boxes. It's just going to get one of those with a couple AA batteries in it. So yeah, all the extra lights is probably going to dim it down a little bit. Alex says, good stream tonight, bud. Have a great night. Thanks, buddy. Thank you, Alec. Thanks for watching. Thanks for your comments and stuff. You might be able to incorporate it to the outside as a greebly. Yeah, that's a cool idea. A little resistor on the outside. There's actually a space in the back here where I can actually put more stuff. There's going to be a lot of room, and then if I put this on, there's even more space back there. All right, so I think I got room. I could even put more lights back there and have lights here, but I'm not going to worry about that. There's enough on there. Good idea, though. Very good idea, my friend. So with that, I'm going to end this. Appreciate everybody coming by. Everybody that flipped over from Andrew's stream. If you're still here, thanks for coming over. Thanks for giving me a chance and watching along. Steve Martin was here. Alan Kelly was here. Alec and Howard are here. And Howard, man, thank you again. Seriously. You're too kind. You're too generous. I appreciate it so much, man. Wow. That's amazing. Let me just do this one.
Dash.
I love hearing that. I love hearing that sound. All right, you guys. Let me just see. Yeah, that's it. Okay. All caught up in the comments. Thanks again for everyone for tuning in, sticking with me, trying to keep up with the Cardassians with me. We'll get to the point soon where we'll be slapping this beast together and throwing some paint on there. Klingon 7D Cattle Bruiser is at the point where I need to start painting it also. But I want to get on like a group stream or something with a bunch of you HTM guys that know what you're doing with the paints and the airbrushes and stuff like that. I'd like to have Ken there holding my hand, guiding me along. That would be really nice. You guys know what you're doing. So we'll see what happens when we get to that. But I'll probably see you guys tomorrow. You'll see my hands anyways on the Sunday group stream. And then if Donnie wants me, I'll be producing his Model Monday. And yeah, we got Keith and we got Buck on Tuesday. Double feature, back to back. Thursday is going to be Wood Wednesdays. And if Alec can get released from work on time, he'll be on the Wood Wednesday stream working on some sort of buoyancy operated aquatic transport device. Don't listen to in painting. I think he might mean Ian. Don't listen to Ian. Yeah, Ian. Don't listen to Ian's painting advice. Well, he still knows more about it than me, bud. So I'd take his advice if I had to. But I'm sure he won't. He won't have time to be on that one with me anyway. So he'll be too busy. So with that, thank you guys for coming. I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna press the end stream button. I'm always off on Wednesday. Oh, well, last week you were late to the wood stream. All right. Thanks, everyone. Keep on trekking. And I'd say roll that beautiful starship footage, but I haven't figured out how to get that as my outro video yet. But when I do, expect the beautiful starship footage. I need to update that too because I got more starships and more models. So I'm going to have to remake that intro video. Okay, guys. Bye. Bye. Bye.